Today, we are going to learn to divide by a fraction. Now, that might sound a little intimidating to you, and especially if you look at your math page. Everybody open up get out math page 221. And I've got the first half of it shown up here on the screen. I don't want to shrink it to show you the rest, but this looks a little intimidating to me because the whole page is filled with lots of writing. But I'm going to tell you a trick here. We're only going to really learn the bottom one, inversion method. The first two are just to help you understand it. We're not going to look at the middle one at all. And I'm going to show you this first one that says to divide a whole number by a fraction. Whoops, sorry. Find how many times the fraction is contained in the whole number. This looks way confusing to me, but I'm going to show you how it works. And you don't have to write or do anything right now. Just listen. So I'm going to turn it into a little story that I think is a little more fun. And that is, of course, involving candy. So if you watched my last video, I asked you, why did I have these Kit Kats? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Kit Kat bars that I bought for this. And if I want to share them, I would be dividing, right? I could say, okay, the way I share them, if it's just me, I get all 6. But I could share, let's say if I gave somebody 2 Kit Kats each, how many people could I share with? 2, 4, 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. I could share with 3 people. So if I want to share with more, I have to give out less to each person, correct? If I divided them into 6, 6 divided by 1 is 6. I could share with 6 people. But what if I wanted to share with everybody in the class? 22 students plus Mrs. Pullman and me, that's 24. How much could I give them? Did you figure it out? Yes, I can't give a whole Kit Kat. I'm going to have to give part of a Kit Kat. And Kit Kats are great for this because they come in already to kind of break apart into sections, don't they? So let's open up this Kit Kat here. I wash my hands. And you see there's 4 sections. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So if I broke it like this and gave everybody 1/4, if I divided them into 1/4, how many pieces would I have? I would have 24. So believe it or not, that we just did a math problem. We just divided by a fraction. The math problem that I would do by taking all of those and dividing them into 4s and passing them out, that is this problem right here. 6 whole Kit Kats divided into 1/4 pieces equals, did you remember how many we would get? 24. 6 divided by 1/4 is 24. So this is the other thing that's a little, almost seems opposite, because we're used to when you multiply things get bigger and when you divide things get smaller. But if you divide by a fraction, the answer is going to be bigger than your first number. But remember, we learned when you multiply by a fraction, instead of things getting bigger, they get smaller. So it kind of works out. So now look on page 22. And we're going to do number 1 with the number line. This is the same thing, just showing you. So look at this first one. It says, divide each of these into 1/4 inches and count the number of 1/4 inches. Okay, if you need to do that, here's my trick. Here's the easiest way to divide into quarters. First, you take your ruler and divide them each in half. And I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball it. So there's about halfway in between there. Halfway in between there. Okay, so now I've divided them into halves. Now to divide them into quarters, take each of those and divide right in half. So I'm just putting a dot like right in the middle. And I'm going to draw my lines a little smaller here, a little shorter. So what we're doing is we've just taken the number 3, divided it into 1/4, and how many do we get? 1, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, did you see this pattern? Did you see that 3 divided by 1/4 is actually the same answer as 3 times 4 equals 12? We did the same thing before when we did 6. 6 divided into 1/4 equals 24. 6 times 4 equals 24. Ha! Since that's the truth, that's the case, that makes dividing by fractions super easy. So we're not even going to spend any time on the common denominator method. Take that section right there and just scroll it out. And go to my next video, and I'm going to teach you how to use this one. And that's the one we'll use from now on. And if I was really with you, you would all be crunching Kit Kat bars right now. I wish you were here. See you at the next video. Bye.